The last signal. The transmission lasted only 12 seconds. Not long enough to explain. Not long enough to confess. Not long enough to say goodbye. Just enough to confirm one thing. A CIA agent had been captured in Moscow, and whatever he knew was worth disappearing for. Chapter 1. Moscow never sleeps. Moscow is a city that watches. It watches from the corners of buildings, from the reflections in frozen windows, from the silence between footsteps on snow-covered streets. Every light means something. Every shadow belongs to someone. For intelligence officers, Moscow is not hostile territory. It is predatory territory. And in the winter of his final mission, one CIA field officer would learn that lesson too late. Chapter 2. The Agent Without a Name. Officially, he never existed. Inside CIA records, he was known only by a call sign, Orion. No birth name, no photograph, no permanent file. He had spent over a decade embedded across Eastern Europe, Warsaw, Prague, Riga, building networks that survived quietly beneath politics and propaganda. But Moscow was different. Moscow was not a place you infiltrated. It was a place that tested you. Chapter 3. The Objective. The mission brief was simple, or at least, it was meant to sound simple. A high-ranking Russian defense analyst, someone with access to classified military modernization programs, had gone quiet. Signals suggested he wanted to defect, but Moscow is full of traps disguised as opportunity. Orion was tasked with one objective: confirm the asset was real, extract information, disappear. No heroics, no improvisation. Chapter 4. Arrival. He entered Russia under a commercial identity, tourist visa, corporate cover. A business trip no one would remember. Sheremetyevo Airport didn't stop him. They rarely do. The real inspection happens later. In the streets, in the hotels, in the pauses between movements. From the moment Orion stepped onto Moscow soil, he assumed he was already being watched. Because in Moscow, if you think you aren't being watched, you already are. Chapter 5. Tradecraft. Orion followed doctrine. He never took the same route twice, never used the same calf, never stayed in one place long enough to leave a pattern. Dead drops were timed to the minute. Signals were analog. Communication was deliberately inefficient. Digital convenience gets you killed. The CIA learned that lesson decades ago. So did Orion. Chapter 6. First Contact. The meeting was set for a public place, a snow-covered park near the Moskva River. Families, joggers, silence. The analyst arrived late. That was mistake number 1. He didn't sit. That was mistake number 2. He only said one sentence. They already know. Then, he walked away. Chapter 7. Orion had seconds to decide. Abort and disappear, or continue and risk compromise. CIA training teaches one brutal truth. When an asset panics, it's usually already too late. Orion chose to continue. That decision would define the rest of his life. Chapter 8. Moscow closes in. Surveillance doesn't always look like surveillance. Sometimes it looks like coincidence. The same car twice. The same man at 2 intersections. A train platform that feels too quiet. Orion noticed all of it, but he didn't panic. That was his mistake. Chapter 9. The safe house. The safe house was compromised. He knew it the moment he entered. The air felt wrong. The silence too complete. He didn't turn on the lights. He didn't reach for his radio. The door exploded inward. Chapter 10. Capture. No shouting. No struggle. Professional hands. Efficient movements. A hood. A needle. Darkness. In Moscow, arrests don't always come with paperwork. Some come with erasure. Chapter 11. Interrogation begins. The room was small. One table, one chair, one light. The questions started slowly. Where are your contacts? Who sent you? What do you know? Orion said nothing. Silence is a language, and he spoke it fluently. Chapter 12. Psychological war. They didn't torture him. Not at first. They let him sleep. They fed him, they talked. That's how modern intelligence breaks people. Comfort first, pain later. Chapter 13, the final transmission. They made one mistake. They underestimated his discipline. During a routine transfer, Orion accessed a concealed transmitter, an old-fashioned device almost obsolete. He transmitted for 12 seconds, just long enough, just enough, compromised. Moscow. Asset burned. They know everything. Then silence. Chapter 14, CIA response. Langley received the signal and immediately understood what it meant. No extraction, no negotiation, no rescue. In espionage, some losses are accepted silently. Orion became one of them. Chapter 15. Disappearance. Officially, Orion was never captured. There was no press release, no diplomatic protest. Files were sealed, names were removed. He vanished the way spies often do. Quietly. Chapter 16. What did he know? This is the question that still matters. What information was valuable enough to justify permanent disappearance? Military modernization? Foreign infiltration? Something worse? Some believe Orion uncovered a mole. Others believe he discovered a program that couldn't be exposed. The truth remains classified. Chapter 17. Moscow's message. Espionage isn't about winning. It's about sending messages. Moscow sent one that winter. We see you. We know you. And we decide who leaves. Chapter 18. The human cost. Orion had no grave, no memorial. His family never received confirmation. Just silence. That is the price of intelligence work. You protect nations, but no one remembers your name. Chapter 19. History repeats. This was not the first CIA agent lost in Moscow. It won't be the last. Espionage continues because fear never disappears. Only the methods change. Epilogue. The unanswered question. Was Orion silenced to protect national security, or to hide a mistake too dangerous to admit? Until the files are opened, if they ever are, this story remains unfinished. A mission without a record. A name without a file. A CIA agent captured in Moscow. And a final transmission the world was never meant to hear.